Hello everyone, do your parents nag you to stop using your smartphone? But what if I told you that elderly people who actively use smartphones have a 58% lower risk of dementia? Would you believe it? A groundbreaking study has turned the terrifying concept of digital dementia upside down. Conducted by researchers from the University of Texas and Baylor University, this massive study involved over 410,000 people. Wait a second, are you watching this video on your smartphone right now? If so, congratulations, you're already practicing a scientifically proven dementia prevention method. What I'm about to share today will truly amaze you because you'll discover that digital devices, once feared as poison, might actually act as a vaccine for our brains. But hold on, there's a catch. Not all smartphone use is beneficial. I'll reveal which habits truly prevent dementia and which ones might harm your brain instead. First, have you heard of digital dementia? The scary idea that excessive smartphone use weakens memory, reduces focus, and even leads to dementia. I believed it too, seeing examples around us, people forgetting phone numbers, unable to find their way without navigation apps, relying entirely on devices. But a study published in Nature, Human Behavior in April 2025 flipped everything. After tracking 410,000 adults with an average age of 68.7 for 6 years, researchers found that those using digital technology frequently had a 58% lower risk of cognitive impairment, more than half. The scale of this study is impressive. It's a meta-analysis of 136 global papers, controlling for age, gender, education, socioeconomic status, and baseline cognition. Michael Scullin from Baylor University said almost every day, news talks about how technology harms us with terms like brain drain and brain rot, even introducing digital dementia. As researchers, we wanted to know if this was true. But here's a question. Why have we feared digital dementia until now? It's because we've blurred the line between using and depending. Actively using a smartphone as a learning tool differs vastly from passively being addicted to it. The study shows that brains of active users stay engaged, learning new apps, searching information, communicating, and solving problems, keep the mind stimulated. Scullin explained, middle-aged and older adults often say, "This computer frustrates me." It's hard to learn. But that cognitive challenge, though tough, benefits the brain. Adapting to software updates, fixing internet issues, or filtering website ads, these ongoing adjustments are brain workouts. What's striking is the greater effect in middle-aged and older adults. For those in their 50s and 60s, learning and using smartphones significantly boosted cognitive reserve. So, what activities work best for dementia prevention? First, learning new features. It may feel awkward at first, but that difficulty stimulates your brain much like exercising muscles. Second, active information searching. Looking up unknowns, understanding and applying that knowledge sharpens information processing. Third, social connection. Video calls, messages, or photo sharing with family and friends activate the brain and reduce loneliness, a known dementia risk factor. But beware, passive use like endless video watching or meaningless gaming offers no benefit and might even harm. The key is active engagement, activities that make your brain think, decide, and learn. What's best by age group? For 20-30-year-olds, try language apps like Duolingo, educational YouTube content, podcasts, or online courses challenging tasks for already tech-savvy minds. For 40-50-year-olds, explore cooking apps, fitness apps, travel info, or hobby-related YouTube channels to enrich daily life. For those over 60, I recommend messaging apps like WhatsApp, simple puzzle games, news apps, or weather apps, low-complexity options that still stimulate the brain. A study by Hanyang University's Heejin, Kim and team with 80 dementia patients, average age 80, found that AI-driven biweekly check-in calls raised memory scores from 3.0 to 4.0 and dropped depression scores from 8.5 to 6.0. An impressive 88% wanted to continue. Here's another critical point: cognitive diversity. Using the same app repeatedly dulls brain stimulation. Occasionally, try new apps or learn new features to keep it fresh. This mirrors traditional dementia prevention reading, puzzles, new activities all doable via digital devices. Let's look at an example. One grandmother, initially scared of smartphones and only able to answer calls, learned WhatsApp from her grandson. Though tough at first, she grew to enjoy it. She started watching cooking videos on YouTube, even leaving comments and subscribing to channels. Her memory improved noticeably. What happened in her brain? New feature learning strengthened neural connections, enhancing information processing and storage akin to building muscle. But a lingering question: why do some feel their memory worsens with smartphone use? It's about usage. Relying on it as a memory bank, not memorizing numbers or routes, depending solely on the device can atrophy memory. Yet using it as a learning tool yields different results. Seeking, learning, and applying new info keeps the brain active. Researchers call this the digital scaffolding effect. Tools like reminders, GPS, or online banking support independence while protecting cognition. Now let's get practical with a daily brain health smartphone routine. Morning check weather and news. Then plan your day, don't just browse. Think about it. Mid-morning, learn something new, a new app feature, a word or info you're curious about. Lunchtime, message family or friends, share your day or thoughts. Not just a quick hi. Evening, review what you learned or search for tomorrow's new activity. Just 30 minutes of intentional brain exercise daily will show results. But don't miss this: balance is crucial. Even with smartphones' benefits, don't stare at them all day. Pair usage with in-person interactions, exercise, reading, and hobbies. Smartphones should enrich life, not replace it. Sleep matters too. Even with brain-boosting activities, late night screen time lowers sleep quality, harming brain health. Blue light disrupts sleep patterns, so avoid screens an hour before bed. Finally, here are age-specific app and activity recommendations. 2030s Duolingo, Babbel, educational YouTube, podcasts, online courses. 40-50s cooking apps, fitness apps, travel info, hobby YouTube channels. 60. WhatsApp, simple puzzles, news apps, weather apps. For seniors, I emphasize slowly, steadily. It may feel awkward at first, but don't give up. Small daily efforts bring change. To families, don't get frustrated. When elderly relatives try to learn smartphones, help them. It's not just convenience, it's a scientifically proven brain health investment. The study's biggest takeaway? We must ditch the notion that learning gets harder with age. New challenges become more vital as we age. At 70 or 80, you can learn new apps, master features, and connect with others, and these efforts prevent dementia. Of course, all studies have limits. Long-term effects and individual differences need further observation. But current results are highly promising. Remember, it's not the device itself, but how you use it. Passive time wasting won't help, active learning and engagement do. Shift your view. See your smartphone as a brain health tool, not a time waster. Use it moderately, meaningfully, and balanced. Here's your homework for the next week. Learn one new thing daily on your smartphone, a feature, info, or connection. Share your experience in the comments after a week. You'll feel your brain perk up. We've explored the shocking scientific truth about smartphones and dementia prevention. Surprised? I'll bring more health insights. So don't forget to subscribe and share this with family and friends, especially elderly parents or grandparents, to ease their smartphone concerns. See you next time. Building a healthier, sharper brain with science-proven methods.